Hello everybody, this is Milesluigi welcoming you back to Let's Play Yoshi's Island Super Mario Advance 3. Today we're going to be taking on World 2's Secret and Extra level, and continuing on the pattern before, the Secret level is going to be exploring this game in a little further depth than the regular game did in Extra 2. We'll get to Extra 2 when we get to it, and you might be wondering, Milesluigi, are you by yourself today? Yes! We'll be having a fun adventure with just Milesluigi today. So, Secret 2 is a castle level, and this castle level does a whole lot with platforms, but we'll get to it when we get to it. As our first room has a whole lot of fanes. I like to just call them bats, but their actual official name, if you look it up on the Mario Wiki, those are fanes, and it's a room full of spikes, so, well, naturally, you had to beat the game to get to this level. But I would like to just reiterate again, maybe practice up on that fluttering skill before you get to a place like this, because, you kind of have to flutter over all the spikes in order to be able to proceed onward. But this castle level isn't completely straightforward, is probably the best way to put it. Like, right here, I have the option to go up, and I also have the option to go right. So now we gotta find our way through everything, and naturally, since the aim of my playthrough is to get 100 on everything, that means I'm gonna have to be doing a little bit of exploring. This level isn't necessarily the worst in this case. There is, I believe it's extra 4, but I'm going off my memory. It's a big giant maze level. That level will be a joy to see if you ask me. But here we have a really, really curious enemy. You see, if you let him touch you, and he only appears in levels like this, he'll turn green Yoshi into pink Yoshi and reverse your controls. And I know reversing controls isn't necessarily something that's really easy to show in like a video Let's Play form, but just take my word that when I was pressing right, I was going left. And when I was pressing left, I was going right, which just completely disorientates you. It's like you gotta get Baby Mario back. And it's actually a really clever way to keep Baby Mario from the player when you really think about it from a game design perspective. Especially since you've watched this playthrough, you've probably seen me hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, lose Baby Mario, but then immediately lick him back. Because that's how gosh darn useful Yoshi's ton is in terms of getting Baby Mario back and losing very few stars. But anyway, I started off by going right, and that was not the path I want to go for 100% completion. That would be the speedrunner's path. But since we are on the path of 100% completion, let's instead take this passageway. Oh, take a look at this red coin. Let's just throw an egg at it. It just makes everything 10 times simpler. I suppose it wasn't that difficult to fall down there and collect that egg. I suppose it really doesn't matter. Do it the way you like to do it. There's a little bit of a tricky flutter there, but not that horribly tricky. I mean, you could probably bounce your head off the ceiling to make that jump. There we go. Now we're in another corridor with lots of spikes and baseball boys. Now, these baseball boys are actually quite cleverly placed. As, well, this next baseball guy will do. He will hit that switch, and it's like, well, now I have nowhere to land. Son of a biscuit! I died! Well, the room got to me. But there's a way around this. If you ground pound those eggs, they just kind of fly off of you instead of bounce you around. So ground pound is a really good way to just flat out stop all of your mid-air momentum, and it stops eggs from, doing bad things to you, like making everything spikes. So now it's nothing but spikes, and now you're landing in the spikes that don't instantly kill you, but it's like you have nowhere to go, and then you land in the spikes that instantly kill you, and, well, the rest is history. Here we go, now we're at the bottom part of this little section here. A couple of platforms just kind of moving up and down, but it's pretty precarious. They go in and out of the lava, so you don't want to be spending too much time standing on those platforms. There we go. That actually does it entirely for that area. We're located back at the bottom. Here's our current progress so far. Let's go ahead and get back to where we were before. A little bit of fast forward should ease that up. Now's a good time to hit that midway point too. There we go. Haha. Here we go. Now we have a whole lot of Zeus guys up ahead. Obviously, we need to bring them down so we could jump on top of one of them. I think I once said, and I may have already corrected myself on this, saying Zeus guys are invincible, but you can freeze them and start them on fire. I do believe I've corrected myself on this one before, but we don't want to kill this Zeus guy. We instead just want to hop off his head so we can get into another side room over here. Also, yep, a couple of red coins right there, but those shouldn't give you any trouble at all. They're just hanging out in the middle of broad visibility. Here we go. This room kind of reminds me of 2-4's castle, where you shoot a egg at the ceiling and it brings you to a secret area to the right. Dizzy Dandies! Oh, that flutter just looked beautiful, if you ask me. Just flutter, dizzy dandies, just completely flat out missed Yoshi. There we go. Once inside that bubble cloud, I sometimes wish bubble clouds have more exciting things than stars, and occasionally they have a 1-up, and the 1-ups are super cool, but at the same time, it's just, it's hard to get excited over a bubble cloud when the two main things you get out of them are stars and 1-ups. But anyway, I have another side room here. We actually got everything we need. It's just a couple of red coins and nothing else, so let's go ahead and skedaddle our way to the next part of the level. Here we go. Just gotta go... Where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? Moving on to the next section of the level there. This is why I said this level has do a lot with platforms, because now we're kind of in a very big central hub-like area. One death later. One death later. Wow, that just completely threw off my train of thought there. Okay, let me try again. We're now in a big central area, and it has lots of places we want to go, and things to see and stuff to collect, and it's all fun and games. Alright, so first let's start this really fast. I lost it. I didn't lose it! Now, here's the wonderful thing about moving platforms is that momentum is preserved when you're jumping off a moving platform, which means, you jump off a moving platform going up, you jump up really high. If you jump off a moving platform going down, 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 you don't jump very much at all. Oh gosh, a little bit of realism in my video games. You see, video games don't necessarily have to be realistic, but whatever. Now we have a room full of Koopas. Do not kill these Koopas. We need their shells. This is actually what tripped me up and caused me that one death. Go ahead, do that. That gets us a floor, and there is another bubble cloud there. Now, I was kind of like, oh, but bubble clouds don't usually have anything exciting in them. But you want to know what? I must collect it. I have a sensation of hoarding, and it gets me another 1-up. I know you're thinking, oh golly gee, Milesluigi, you have like 500 1-ups. Like, did you really need another one? I mean, at that point, the 1-up I just collected might as well just be daily interest that I'm getting off my savings account. But I digress. But now, I wasn't really confident there because I'm like, is there spikes down there? Oh, yes, there is. And there's kind of like a path. And the thing is, there's a platform way on the left over there, but I cannot get to it, at least from this point of view. And it just seems really confusing because I dropped over from this point of view. Okay. It's kind of hard to travel down. Well, screw you, Bandit. Kind of hard to travel downwards with all these platforms around in the way. But what you need to know about this room is right below about where I am is a pipe that takes you to the end of the level. So if I want to end the level, I could pretty much do it right now. At this point, we are just looking forward to completing the level. Yep, it's the pipe right below all these blocks. But as you can see, we have a moving arrow platform, and it's like, well, hooray, a moving arrow platform basically lets us go anywhere. The bloody thing defies the laws of gravity, It points in a direction and it goes in that direction. It just gives no F's, okay? It gives no F's, people. There's an acceleration due to gravity. It's like, I do not care about that at all. But we could use that arrow platform to get to the left over here and figure out what's over here. And it's like, hooray! There's some coins, a locked door, there's a platform I was talking about earlier, and actually it's... oh, there was something still there. Well, now I kind of, sort of, want to go back. But, actually my brain clicks in on the way this level is formatted. There's actually nothing for us back there, but it's like, oh no, Milesluigi, you just spoiled it. It's like, there's something there. I'll show in a little bit. No, there isn't. But there is something where I'm currently going. Oh, look at this little jelly friend. That's right. He comes back for just a little segment in Secret 2. You just need to hop on him across a couple of spikes to get across. And I suppose maybe with a clever use of the arrow ball you can get across here. But this is just 25% safer. Maybe even more than that. That gets us the key. And there we go. Now we can get into that locked room that we saw earlier. Could just get back up there, everything will be hunky-dory. Anyway, just to sate your curiosity, what's down here? A whole bunch of platforms. Oh, joy! And it kinda... now I'm scared. I'm like, okay, there better not be spikes, there better not be spikes, there better not be spikes. I'm kind of clenching my hand, and instead it's a platform that goes back up, and... okay, nice to see the pinball thing there, and I'm like, yeah. Well, you see, the thing is, if you didn't go up to that Koopa area where I got that flower and 1-up, you can actually get to this area. You remember when I was rising up with all those, platforms earlier and jumping off, and I'm like, momentum and stuff, and you could take an alternative path and miss a flower, but missing a flower is so sad. Why would you do that? You want to collect stuff. That's like one of the big things about this game. Anyway, you remember these throwaway platforms that appear to like the side area of one level and was like never used? Well, here we go. Secret 2, the home of the platforms that point left and right or up and down, but never up and left, and never up and right, and never down and left, and never down and right. Doesn't matter exactly what order you want to put them in. This is where information about, well, knowing that you can throw eggs at them to change their orientation can really, really, really help. Not that you really need it 100% to get through this area, but it helps, okay, people? It helps. Throw an egg at the stinking things. Alright? It makes your life a little bit easier. Here we go. Take a look at that flower. Don't, like, jump for it, throw an egg at it, or throw an egg at the instant death spikes below it. Just don't jump at it, because you'll probably kill yourself in the process. Wow, Milesluigi, here you're thinking that people who make it to Secret 2 will need advice like this. And it's like, well, people who make it to Secret 2 probably got together, you know? They just probably do. Here. Let's get across this little chasm of spikes and death, and it's like, wow, we're on a fun little adventure, Yoshi. Look at how much death you're surrounded by. Have some death, everyone. Okay. Oh, look at all these platforms here that I got surrounded around me. It's like arrow here, arrow there, and I just want to go everywhere, don't ya? Here I am wondering, okay, is this another side area? Actually, do I try going further ahead, or do I figure out what's in the door below me first? Okay, curious me goes this direction, but oh, I should have brought another platform, either that or play crazy egg throwing hijinks on the current platform I'm on. Not a fully thought out plan there, Milesluigi. So yeah, let's figure out what's in this door. Is it just another side area? Is it fun and games? It sends us back to the center bandit room. Well, golly gee fudge willikers, there we go, thank you. Thank you. Let's plan ahead a little bit more here. Bring, you know, a left and right arrow platform, an up and down arrow platform, and it's kind of funny, the jelly substance up top. This stuff is like the bane of my existence, but here it's just kind of fun. I suppose I'm not trying to flutter across this stupid chasm without arrow platforms. If I was, it would be the bane of my existence. You see, friends, if you're going to make I want to be the Yoshi, what you would do is you make a giant chasm with nothing but that jelly stuff up top, and nothing but spikes down below, and no platform like this. And then you'd have true horrors and extreme... Yeah, I'm gonna pretend I never said that, because I'd probably just encourage someone to make that. Oh no! Okay, in this room, you press a switch, and you run really fast forward. A failure to do so will result in an unpleasant death in the boiling hot lava. And as you can see, by the time I made it to the end, I had to exercise a little bit of fluttering skill to make it completely across. Just a little eeny weeny bit. But that sends us back over here. So let's do another revolution around the room. And actually, we've already seen everything we need to see about that in that room, really. So, once everything is collected, and I should show this shortly, you shouldn't actually have everything quite yet. You should be missing a single red coin, because the final red coin is an asshole Shy Guy. Yep, it was. But, oh gosh, this level kind of kicked my butt. 18 stars? Milesluigi, what a terrible performance you just put on for the entire audience. The YouTube's now going to scold you pretty badly. But before you do, please enjoy this goal! No bonus game today. Higsby would be so angry with me. He'd be like, rah, rah, Milesluigi, you didn't get a bonus game. People popped her about like, screw it, I'm just gonna run to the end of the level. And Kiritora probably would have been like quiet or saying something random that makes everyone laugh because she's good at doing that. But you're stuck with me! Join me for Extra 2 today, because everything's in one video today, everyone. Extra 2, hit that switch. Okay, where to begin with this level? This is probably one of the shortest levels in the game, alright? But you see, along with being one of the shortest levels in the game, oh man, okay, I'm not spoiling anything, but alright, let's use a little bit of our common sense, everyone. The level's name is called Hit That Switch, and you saw a switch and a whole bunch of blank platforms. Perhaps you can build your enthusiasm, because without me explicitly telling you what's going to happen, you kind of know what's going to happen. So, let's just sit back and watch. Shall we? Oh boy, fast-moving platforms, more switches. Oh, well, on the bright side, if we mess up at the beginning, we can try again. The level's not this generous later on now, is it? I'm trying to just keep happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Keep happy thoughts, Milesluigi. Okay, alright. Getting a little bit further into the level, and you can kind of see, yeah. Run out of time. You're gonna plummet to your death. You might be able to flutter back, but good luck doing that. And that's exactly what happened here. Well, fudge. Bright side, short stage. How many times did this take me? Try this stage again? Yes, I shall. 8 deaths! 8 attempts later. Okay, maybe 8 isn't necessarily the world's biggest, like, oh my gosh, Milesluigi, you died a lot. But, I mean, you have to think about it from this perspective, okay? 8 is 1 plus 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 1. And if you put a couple of minutes in between each 1 plus 1, and now you can kind of see this level took me a little bit, because it has a lot of little nasty tick tricks and traps that you've yet to see. But for now, let's go ahead and give another attempt at Hit the Switch. Now, don't fail to hit the switch. These fast-moving platforms, man, you really got to be quick on your reflexes there. Alright, here we go. Get the flow. Perfect! This section, you gotta be really quick, and specifically, short hop, don't flutter. If you flutter, you're not gonna have enough time. There we go. Get on the next platform. Hit the switch. There we go. Jump up. Ground pound down. Or not. Don't ground pound down. Now, key thing here. Don't go on this platform. You're wondering why the hell do we not go on this platform? That is because... yeah, if you do so, or if you don't... I can't even pronounce it. We'll see it in the death reel, okay, everyone? Go! And a bonus challenge to reward my persistence. Alright. Maybe not necessarily double-digit deaths, but we did get up there. If this level went on just a little weeny bit further, that death counter would probably be a little bit higher. But there we go. 1,000 points. A well-earned 1,000 points. Drawing lots, here we go. Let's flip a single card. Alright, 1 in 6 shots. Is Kamek behind there? No, Kamek's not. We got the watermelon. There we go. Oh, there's no Kamek. I didn't know this game actually sometimes didn't have Kamek. Kamek was just so much in awe that I actually beat that level. Oh boy. But Kamek will have her revenge. But that will be for another time. Alright, everyone. We got perfect on World 2. Which is excellent, because we only got 4 more worlds to go. So as I was saying, if you kind of stall to flutter in between those platforms, you just don't have a shot to make it over here, and at that point, all is lost, all hope, flat out lost. Here we go. So I missed some coins, and I didn't want to risk it, because I didn't know if any of them were red, so, well, bye-bye world. Here we go. And short hop, short... well, that was a terrible short hop. Basically, if you get eaten by piranha plants, all hope is lost once again. Alright, here we go. Now, ground, there we go, and... oh, I didn't react in time. Poor reaction time, everyone. Here we go. Okay, jump up, ground. I missed, pal. Alright, here we go. Here we go, making the next platform. Moving ahead, moving ahead. We're doing good. We're basically at the end. Son of a biscuit! No! What is that? That's what I was trying to warn you from earlier, is that if you bounce too far ahead, you run right into a wall, and you can't beat the level anymore. So yeah, this is one of those levels where if you don't know about that ahead of time, you're guaranteed to die at least once, even if you're not going for the 100%. Dick Kaizo move there, Yoshi's Island. But with that said, on the next episode of Let's Play Yoshi's Island Super Mario Advance 3, we'll be taking on World 3's secrets, so back into the world of monkeys and jungles and everything fun like that. Although, well, I know Extra 3 is definitely super jungle-ish of a level. Secret 3, ooh, Secret 3 I think is a level. Whew, that's a fun level. This has been Milesluigi. See you all next time.